So you just bought a new gaming PC, or you figured out that the RTX GPUs are as life-changing as Nvidia would have you believe. And now you're probably wondering what games to play on your new rig. However, before that, you have to question where you're going to be buying your games from. You see, since the transition from boxed physical games to an all-digital library, a host of options exist. These include the usual suspects like Steam, in addition to new options like the Epic Game Store.
Now, while some of these stores may have similar pricing, the differences go beyond this. Be it after sales, the sheer variety, or access to a massive community, not all PC game stores are created equally. Some demand to be installed more than others. Here's what you need to know. Love it or hate it, Steam is the best option for most. Granted, Valve can do a better job of curating its wares to prevent wanton shovelware from being listed or obscene vulgar games like Rape Day, but the rabid outcry against the PC game not coming to Steam is easy to understand when you notice the features Steam has. There's a pain-free refund policy, access to walkthroughs, user forums, and soon, an events hub that allows you to highlight interesting activities in your games like tournaments, streams, or weekly challenges. Throw in cloud saves up to 1 GB per game, and the ability to stream games to another PC or your Android smartphone, and there's very little amiss for consumers. The downside though is having to deal with an interface that's in dire need of an overhaul and a mobile app that may very well be you opening the Steam site on your browser. Hopefully the redesign slated for this summer fixes these issues. GOG used to stand for Good Old Games, but now it's just GOG. Sure, Steam might have a host of older titles that made it a GOG first, like Planescape Torment and Shogo Mobile Armored Division, but it's still worth an install. For one, its games are DRM free, which means you won't have to worry about an activation server going offline to prevent you from playing its many games. Secondly, some of its games like Diablo and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines come pre-patched. What this means is, you won't have to fiddle with config files to run them on a modern PC. It's a nice touch that goes a long way in making older games accessible. And thirdly, the GOG Galaxy client has its own cloud saves and achievements like Steam. It's not perfect though. Those cloud saves are limited to 250 MB per game, and unlike Steam, there's no regional pricing. What this means is, if you're in India, you'll be paying the same $60 that US players pay compared to the lower pricing we've seen on Steam. And while we love GOG's hardline stance against DRM, which means you're never at a loss when it comes to playing what you've bought, it also means that some game companies will only bring its oldest titles to the service rather than new ones. Love it or hate it, the Epic Game Store finds a place on this list despite being derided by a vocal section of the PC gaming audience. If you want to play indie titles like the superlative Hades from Transition and Bastion developer Supergiant, or the upcoming Control from Alan Wake creator Remedy Games, or Metro Exodus right now, you'll need an Epic Game Store account. Granted, these titles will make it to Steam eventually, but right now, the Epic Game Store is your only option. Even the likes of Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls are only on the Epic Game Store for now. The company has shown the inclination to pay for exclusivity, though it has admitted that it may not always be the case in the future. Right now though, the Epic Game Store is tough to ignore regardless of your preference between big budget AAA titles or independent fare. Plus, the Epic Game Store gives away one free game every 2 weeks. It's far from perfect though, lacking basic features like cloud saves and support forums, though our roadmap suggests that some of these may be on the way. Now you're probably wondering why we haven't included the likes of Origin or Uplay, or even Bethesda's own launcher or the Windows Store. That's because they're mainly used for games developed by the companies that own it. So FIFA 19 PC is only on Origin, Fallout 76 is only on Bethesda's client for now, and regardless of where you buy the Division from, you'll need Uplay.
None of these have the length and breadth of features that Steam has, or the attention to detail to its classics like GOG does. Even the Epic Game Store warrants an install on the strength of its new exclusives alone. So what are your favorite PC game stores? Where do you buy your PC games from? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, and for all things tech and gaming, stay tuned to Gadgets360.com.